Alright, so week 9 of the NFL just happened. At least Thursday and Sunday. Monday's still going on. But we had like a really weird week if you guys didn't know about it already. There was lots of upsets, lots of really awkward, weird games. It's just a bunch of home teams really won. That's what happened. As you know, the Dolphins won. Somehow. They ended up beating the Jets. So it's not that much of an accomplishment, but with that roster, it somewhat still is. Adam Gase is terrible. That's the only way anything is possible. Also, are the Chargers back? Is Philip Rivers coming back? They pulling Andrew Luck from last year with the Indianapolis Colts going from 1-5. I don't remember what their record exactly was, but they only have 5 losses. They're going to pull Indianapolis Colts going on a 10-game win streak. It's more likely it could possibly happen. The problem is with the Chargers, they have a really, really tough schedule. But their team is coming back together as they have some important parts of their team coming back from injury. Derwin James might be back sometime here at the end of the year, which could help them, especially if they're still in a good position to make a run. Like, if they only had 6 losses in week 13 and he comes back, they're in a really good position to help them still have a small, tiny chance to make the playoffs. Also, the best news of the week just happened as the New England Patriots ended up losing to the Baltimore Ravens, as it was a really weird game. That's what I mean by a weird week. It's just everything's really weird. Patriots lost. Chargers somehow won even though they weren't doing so well. Dolphins won even though their roster sucks. It was just a really weird week. And with the Patriots losing, it kind of opens the door. Are they real? Are they for real? They just played a good team. It didn't look so hot. So no one really knows. And if we're questioning the Patriots, we definitely need to question the Bills. Because Patriots barely beat the Bills. So Bills definitely aren't that great. But they're average at least. Maybe. Or they're just playing a weak schedule. But this is also time to bring up MVP conversation. As you have Christian McCaffrey. Sadly, a running back won't win it, even though I don't think anyone argue if Christian McCaffrey ends up winning it, as he's playing phenomenal. He's playing like a running back we've really never seen before, at least recently. He's doing great things. But the main three, I guess you could put Aaron Rodgers in there as well, but he kind of lost his grip on it after he lost to the Chargers and really had a bad game. But you have Lamar Jackson, of course, after beating the Patriots, he's going to be talked about for the MVP conversation. Russell Wilson, of course, he's up top. No one's on top of Russell Wilson right now for MVP. He's kind of carrying the Seahawks in a way that we've never seen before. And for once, this offense carrying the Seahawks and not their defense. The other one is Deshaun Watson, because he has been doing quite phenomenal things that you don't usually see in a normal quarterback. I think another name we could see possibly enter in here, but less than likely to, is Jimmy Garoppolo, especially if he starts putting up more weeks like he did against the Arizona Cardinals. If we see that, we could definitely see Jimmy Garoppolo enter the conversation. But if I'm being honest, I don't think he's going to keep doing that because his team doesn't need him to keep doing that. He does what he needs to. Also, we end up seeing another flash of Jameis Winston's potential. It's only flashes, though. That's what it comes down to. Do you want to see only flashes or bench him? And who knows what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to do. They might franchise tag him, take a second rounder, kind of like the Denver Broncos did. Well, they traded for Joe Flacco and then drafted Drew Lock. But that's kind of what the Denver Broncos did. But I could definitely see Bruce Arians trying to get another year with Jameis Winston to see what he can do. It's just, I don't think he's a franchise guy. A lot of people don't think he's a franchise guy. It's a great mud fest going on there in Tampa Bay with Jameis Winston at quarterback. Stealing crab legs still, of course. But then we had Jacoby Brissett. He went down in the Indianapolis Colts team. And that game was ugly. I had to watch that. That game was just ugly. Refereeing was terrible. It was a bad game all around. Both teams didn't look so hot, other than the pick six by Mika Fitzpatrick. But Brissett goes down, kind of makes them lose the game. You could say Ryan Kelly also went down, their starting center. That takes a big factor in that offensive line. But they had a chance to win. Vinatieri missed 2 kicks. Missed the PAT, and he missed the game winner. He had an excuse for both, though. Offensive line didn't hold up on the PAT, which it was windy. It's Pittsburgh. It's windy. Usually, when it's windy, you want to kick it a little bit lower so the ball doesn't take off and the wind doesn't get a hold of it. So I get why he kicked it low. It's just offensive line didn't hold up. Pittsburgh ended up blocking it. That's what happened in that kick. Oh well. Move on to the next one where the laces were pointed towards him. Laces out, people. Laces out. It's gotta be laces out. Otherwise, Pat McAfee explained this really well in his podcast or show that he's got. Go watch his. He does a lot better job explaining kicking stuff. I ain't a kicker. I can tell you that. But we also had the Browns, and the Bears are done. They're done. It's kind of embarrassing seeing how Cleveland went on from last year to this year with a ton more talent. No offensive line, but they have a lot more talent. You'd think they would get better, but Freddie Kitchens needs to go back to the kitchen and work up some different plays or something, because that playbook is not working, and the Browns are not winning. Also, the Bears are just... They're the Bears. They miss field goals off the post, choke, and Mitchell Trubisky just is average. It could be just Matt Nagy's not doing good plays for him. Some people said it's on purpose because he doesn't want him. It's not his quarterback. It wasn't his guy to begin with. So maybe he's doing it on purpose, but I don't see why he would. He's still got a job to live for. Chicago's got a great defense. I don't see why you wouldn't want to stay there. You just got to work on the offense. Your defense is great. But we also learned that Kansas City Chiefs can win without Patrick Mahomes. Not by a lot. On a game-winning field goal, Harrison Butker completely saved them. Happy he was on my fantasy team. But Chiefs can do it without Patrick Mahomes. They're in looking decent shape. What can we say? Also, we had the Oakland Raiders and Carolina Panthers are just mediocre. Nothing new there. That's what usually happens. Carolina and Oakland, mediocre. What's new there? Of course, you have Cam Newton's face of the franchise. Leash was. I hope he gets traded. I want to see him go have fun, play somewhere else. It'd be great. For football fans everywhere, I want Carolina to trade Cam Newton somewhere else. Somewhere where he can hopefully build a new identity, relax, and have fun again. Be Superman like he once was. Hit the damn dab. I want to see that Cam Newton again. Not the one that looks stuck up like he's not having fun. Alright, so those are my recaps. Now let's go through my rankings for the week. As number 1, we got New England Patriots. They ain't moving. They lost. Oh well. It's the Patriots. They're still number 1 no matter what. Number 2, San Francisco 49ers right now. They haven't played many good teams, I would say. They played one, but it's Carolina. Carolina's mediocre, as I just said. I can't wait to see them play Seattle and LA and see what they can do there. Number 3 is New Orleans. New Orleans is probably in the Super Bowl with New England this year for me. I don't think anything else. 4 is Baltimore Ravens because they just beat the Patriots. So they're definitely top 5. If you can beat the Patriots, you deserve to be in the top 5. Number 5 is the Green Bay Packers. Hope this loss for him this last week is a wake-up call for him, but we will have to wait and see. Number 6 is Kansas City Chiefs. They definitely deserve to be up here because when you win without your best player, it's quite easy to be able to put yourself up higher when you could probably easily win by a lot more when Patrick Mahomes is out on that field. Number 7 is Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are good. You love to see Russell Wilson do his job and just do what he does. It's amazing. Watch. Number 8 is the LA Rams. The Rams are a really good team. They started off cold, but now they seem to be warming back up, and just in time, apparently. Number 9 is Minnesota Vikings. They have off weeks. They have on weeks. Adam Thielen's missing. I'm sure this offense will start clicking once again once Adam Thielen's back, because they don't really have any other wide receivers other than Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs. Then, number 10, we have the Indianapolis Colts. I'm not putting them down. They're missing their starting quarterback and starting center. You don't put a team down for losing a game once you lose two key players. One on the offensive line that really runs the offensive line right next to Quentin Nelson, and the other one that's your captain. Number 11 is the Houston Texans. They're a good team. I don't think they're better than the Colts. They lost them, so why would I put them above them? But that's pretty much that. Number 12 is Dallas Cowboys. I still don't know what to think of them. They can move themselves up, but they got to start playing better football, more consistency than just every once in a while. Number 13 is Buffalo Bills. I think the Bills just benefited from an easy schedule. Nothing more than that. Number 14 is Carolina Panthers. It's Kyle Allen's the show. Cam Newton may come back, but probably not. But it's Kyle Allen's show. Not really, because Christian McCaffrey is the face of that franchise. Number 15 is the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles coming back, maybe, sort of. They're like the Cowboys. If they show up, they're a really good team. If they don't, who knows? Number 16 is the Oakland Raiders. I think the Raiders are a lot better than what people think. I think they had a really tough schedule to begin with. I think they had a tough schedule overall. They're close. I'd be on the lookout for them in a couple years, though. Maybe Derek Carr's the answer. Maybe they switch up quarterback. We will have to wait and see. Number 17 is the Detroit Lions. Detroit's difficult. They have a tough schedule as well. It's like they just aren't the best in their division, and can't do much about that. Number 18 is the LA Chargers. They're on the rise. I think they'll slowly work their way up this list as long as they keep winning. And that's that. Number 18 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They lucked out. I don't think they're that good. I think they're just getting lucky. Nothing more than that. Number 20 is Tennessee Titans. Titans are a confusing team as well. They have a really good defense. It's just their offense is mediocre. They need a good quarterback in there to actually know what they're doing and be able to take over the helm. Number 21 is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are kind of the same way. Their defense is doing okay. They need another corner in there to actually, you kind of trade away your best one, but that's that. But they need another corner. Their offense needs more wide receivers. They're working their way up there, though. Number 22 is the Bears. It's quarterback. They don't have a good quarterback. You can't really win games. Number 23 is Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray's done a really good job. You gotta give him credit. Credit where credit is due. Kyler Murray has turned this franchise around. For better or worse, we will have to wait and see. And it'll be interesting to see how they play out the rest of the year. I don't think they're going to finish with a good record just because of the division they're in. If they're in like the NFC East, I honestly think they could win. But they're not. Number 24 is the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are a confusing team as well, as they can be good at times, but they're confusing. Number 25 is Cleveland Browns. What a drop off from being top 5 to bottom 10, 25. Cleveland's a mess. Freddie Kitchens needs to be gone. Kick him back to the kitchen and have someone actually that knows what they're doing take over and give Baker the best ability to make plays. Lincoln Riley's available. 26 is the New York Giants. It's the Giants. Daniel Jones is a rookie. You got to give him time. He ain't Kyler Murray. He wasn't expected to come out and just play phenomenal. No one really expected much out of him, actually. Plus, yeah, defense is a mess. Wide receiver core is There's nothing much really looking forward for them. Except, I think Jabril Peppers done decent, but I'm not really for sure on that. Number 27 is the Atlanta Falcons. This one's a surprise. It's the Falcons. I don't know what happened to them, but they're just not playing well. Defense, pretty much, and offensive line. Number 28 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jameis Winston, turnover Jameis. Used to be famous Jameis, but now he ain't famous anymore. Number 29 is the Washington Redskins. I honestly think they're just going to get lower on this list as the year goes on. I don't think they're going to win another game, especially if Haskins stays at quarterback. Depends if we see Keenum again or not. Number 30 is the Miami Dolphins. One win puts them above two other teams. They move up one spot. You got to give Coach Brian Flores a ton of credit for actually finding a way to win with that roster. It's kind of unexpected from everybody because that roster is absolutely terrible. Number 31 is the New York Jets. Adam Gase is a terrible coach. I think a decent coach could put that team at 3 or 4 wins, but Adam Gase is not a good coach. He had one good week against the Dallas Cowboys where Mono Sam just took over for a week and then went back down. Then number 32 is the Cincinnati Bengals. It's going to be interesting today. Ryan Finley's starting quarterback now. Andy Dalton can't wait to get traded out of there so he can go back up another team. Yes, I just said that. But, it's the Bengals. They're probably the worst team in the NFL right now. I said it for weeks now. They don't look great at all, except for that wide receiver core and Joe Mixon. So, what are your guys' thoughts on Week 9 of the NFL? I want to hear them down below. Also, what are your rankings for this week? And, of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to click those links down there in the description. Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and Patreon. Of course, just make sure to keep the sports belief flowing throughout the day.